So take your time working at it. Want to make sure the copper strips are right over the pins. You want to make sure that this isn't too low. A little bit high doesn't hurt, but too low definitely would. Reason I say that is because when you put it in back into the car with the light, if it's too high, the roof just pushes it down and you're okay. Okay, so that's that ready. Now, one of these has to come in. The instructions say to cut it off right at this, break it off at this line here. My preference is to measure it, because I know where it's going in the car, and figure out I want it right about there. That's between those two seats, or the post and the last seat. I get a 1x2 and my jeweler saw. However you want to cut it's up to you. Or if you just want to snap it at the preset snap point, you can do that. I found sometimes at the preset snap point I have issues that it's a little hard to snap. So even if I do it at the preset snap point, I'll go ahead and use a jeweler saw to cut it. Needs a little more than that. Keep thinking of the adage, let the saw do the work. I think that's good enough. So hold it and snap it. Now this one decided to snap at the normal point instead of where I cut it, which is okay. No, it didn't. Did it at both spots. So we'll just cut a little more off here. And then, just to get any rough edges, I carefully file the end. When you're filing, be careful of the edges, because of where the edges are, they can snap off if you're not careful. Now, double check that. Yeah, that's a little further than I wanted, but that's okay. Now to put this in, the line goes to the rooftop, and you have to look in here. You're not going to be able to see. If you have one, you will. You'll see that there are some tabs that run just along the bottom here. Now let me take this out. I think yeah, so there's a tab there, there, there. And what you'll want to do is fit this in so that it fits right into that tab there, and then that piece will fit into that piece will fit into that tab, and it'll just snap in like that and hold in those two tabs. So we'll put this window back in. The way I do this is I angle it down to that first tab and I try and get it under and slide it in, and then snap in the other tab. Sometimes it helps to spread the body apart a little bit to snap it in. Look to make sure it's in properly. The one side's not in here. Oh, maybe it is. Yeah, it's okay. So, just make sure that's in properly. Now, to put this back in, we're going to, what we're concerned about is I put it in backwards. So, we will take this out. Spread the body a bit. We'll lift up on it. Spread the body with a couple of fingers. There we go. Because of the way the tabs are set, they can go in either way. But remember, this notch goes to here. So that notch back to there. Now, let's try this again. Okay, that's that in, that's in, that's in, maybe a little, there, that's better. Okay, now it's in. Now you're going to drop this guy in here, but you have to look at there's two little clips here. It's the little clips from here, and they have to grip the bottom like this on this one. Similarly, on this one, they have to grip the bottom. So, you carefully position this. And the way to position it is if you line up the clip here with the clip on the side, you're positioning it properly. That goes in, you heard it click there, you heard it click there. Now, double check those guys to make sure the clips are in place. And they'll be on the outside of the little brass piece. Okay. Now, I'm going to test this before I put this on, but before I test it, I'm going to clean the wheels because I've run this car a fair amount and I know these wheels are not clean. To clean the wheels on this one, they're quite dirty. I get some 90% rubbing alcohol, put it on. Then I have this little sanding stick and sanding stick on the wheel and rub as I turn the wheel. This is the reason why you get light flicker, if these aren't absolutely clean. And that goes for any of the Kato cars. I assume other ones as well, but I run mostly Kato Passenger. And the Kato Passenger, this is the #1 culprit. In fact, with any trains that aren't running well, I find this to be the #1 culprit. The #2 culprit I find is connectivity between the wheel set and the copper that the wheel axles ride in. Okay. Yeah, you may be able to see those are a lot shinier than those. If you're getting flickering, this is the #1 thing to do. Clean your wheels. Oh, and your track, yeah. Make sure you got clean track. If you got clean wheels and clean track, you shouldn't be getting this kind of flickering. Or, sorry, you shouldn't be getting any flickering. And then another quick brush to remove any debris. Now I'm going to go test this out, and if it works, it'll be on the layout and you'll see it later.